Hey guys, I'm very excited to do this video today in Hogwarts Legacy because I'm going to show you how to upgrade, enchant your gear, manage traits, manage a beast farm for beast farm materials, and it's so many systems to play here that actually it's really cool and you become really powerful, way more than you would initially think. So I'm at level 32. I've just done the second trial of like the main story in the game. And you can see here all my gear pieces here that are legendary all have been upgraded to the second upgrade. And you can tell by these little like yellow like shapes. Like what shape do you call this actually? And because two of them are lit up, that is two upgrades. But what you can tell is that the trait slot level is level 3, and I have the same trait in every single one. Significantly increased damage with Ancient Magic Throw. Now I'm going to show you how powerful this is. I do believe it stacks because I've got it on all 6 gear pieces, and I do a lot more damage. Previously, I was doing 400 damage with an Ancient Throw. Now I can do between 3,000 to almost 4,000 with one throw, much like this. Check this out. Instant kill. Where's something else I can throw at you guys? Watch this. Watch this. Instant kill. Instant kill. Okay, so let's test this on enemies that are roughly around my same level. So this is a level 30 enemy. Ancient Magic Throw. Instant kill. Like, it's incredibly strong. Like, as you saw, I'm level 32. My gear's all legendary. It's, you know, all upgraded 2 times. And we have 6 of those Ancient Magic Throw traits, which makes us quite powerful. Honestly, this is level 32 enemy. You can see here my normal attacks aren't like as strong, but still pretty strong, but like not as strong as this. For example, I just killed that person in one ancient throw. Dude, what? This is yeah, this is how you become powerful, guys. Like there's nothing that can stop me. I just need stuff to throw. Give me something to throw at you. Here you go. There you go. 5,000 damage. Wow. Here you go. Have a pot. And that's how you kill everybody with Ancient Magic Throw. Okay, so just to show you the difference, I've taken off the Ancient Magic for throwing damage off, and I've replaced it with significantly increased damage of all damage spells, concentration 3, on all of the gear. So you should see a huge drop in the damage of my throwing stuff here. So if I'm going to throw something here, let's see. See, it's only 1,700 at a crit. 500, pretty garbage. 500, but I should be able to do like insane damage with my spells now at least. So let's have a look at this, like how this works here. So it's not crazy, but it's a lot stronger than it was before, I'll give it that. So you can see here the traits change massively how you play the game. Like they increase your damage insanely. I wouldn't say concentration is like a great one. It definitely seems like it's boosted my spell damage by at least 100%. But the ancient throwing magic, as I was taking it down, I was testing if it stacks, and it does stack, in fact, because when I had only 3 concentration 3s and 3 ancient magic ones, my ancient magic damage hits were doing around 2,000, which was effectively half of what it was doing at its maximum, and it's double of what it's doing now without any of the increases. So it does stack, and it increases your damage by a lot. So focus on traits as much as you can, because it will change how you play this game, especially if you're playing it on hard difficulty. Okay, so let's get into how this all works. So the first thing we're going to do is open up the map. We're going to go to Hogwarts, and we're going to go to our Room of Requirement. Now, once you're here, this does require that you already have the vivariums 1, 2, and 3. And this is after you've completed the second trial, Rookwood's trial in the main story. You should have these by following Deke's questline wherever he is. He normally stands somewhere here. So essentially what we're going to do is upgrade your gear through the loom. The loom is obviously an item that you conjure. You should have it because you have it through the entire game. Identify stuff as you get them here. And I'm going to upgrade something here just to show you how this works. So we got the loom here. We got a bunch of gear in our inventory. Obviously the ones with the outline are the ones we're wearing. And you can see here, these are already upgraded to the, you know, the second upgrade, right? To upgrade to the third one, you need Graphorn Horn, which is something I'll only get later on in the game. I currently don't have access to them, even though I've tried. And you can see here, this increases your offense from 18 to 36. Just for reference, I get 18 increased just for those 2 upgrades. So that's an 18 increase on like pretty much all of these here. Everything, all my upgraded gear has plus 18 on all of the stats, which is a huge increase. And then we have the traits where you press the other button. You can see here it says press F to view traits. And depending on the quality of the gear, like legendary means that you have a trait slot level of 3, which means you can place up to 3 here. So you can see here, like binding 1, for example, is a weaker version of, let's say, a binding 2, which is over here, right? But ideally, you want the strongest stuff, and that's going to be in 3. And these you can unlock throughout the world here. Like this one looks good, like concentration. I want this on level 3. Increased damage of all damage spells? Imagine concentration level 3. It would be crazy. And it does seem that this stacks because I have 6 of these on pretty much all pieces of my gear. And you saw I was doing like 5,000 damage and I one-shot a level 35 boss, even though I'm level 32, which is kind of crazy. And I'm only playing on normal difficulty. But in terms of normal upgrades, when you're upgrading gear, I generally recommend upgrading like, legendary gear, unless you already have the ingredients and everything all set up. So that is how you upgrade the gear, right? But to get all of those different resources that you need, you'll actually have to go here, look at your gear that you want to upgrade. For example, I'm going to upgrade this one. This legendary piece of gear that has not been upgraded says Jobberknoll Feather. I need 3 of them. So I spend 3 of them. And then you need Niffler Fur, Toad Warts. I'm going to show you how to get all of these different things. All of these different, recipes, material ingredients. But before that, I'm going to show you the setup that you're aiming for, right? So each vivarium, you should know, is able to hold up to 12 beasts. And that's like 12 beasts there, 12 here, and 12 up there. Now, each vivarium also is only allowed to have 4 species, meaning a species like unicorn is a species. The Puffskein is a species. The Thestral is a species. The Jobberknoll is a species. That means you can't add, like, the frogs with them, because that would be a 5th one. So you can only do it like that. So I recommend, since there is 12 slots available and only 4 species allowed, get 3 of every single beast. Put 3 of them in each one. That's pretty much what I've done. So let's go look at my first one. Okay, so we're in here. You can see here we got the unicorns, we got the Kneazles or Kneazles. I don't know if that K is silent. We got Puffskeins, and we have the Mooncalfs, right? We also have the Beast Feeder, and then we have the breeding pen at the back there, which I'm not really going to explain in this video. It's not really super necessary. Though, however, for the sake of the video, for getting 3 of the different animals, I do recommend getting at least 1 male and 1 female, and then the 3rd one can be whatever you want it to be. Now, if I press the H button, or whatever button is the gear with the little, paw prints at the bottom right there, it will open up this menu here. You can see here we got Puffskein, the 3rd one over here, Kneazle, Unicorn, Mooncalf, right? So this is the layout pretty much for all of my vivariums. It's just 3 different species of each kind. So with the Beast Feeder will feed all of them automatically. Then you just have to look at them. You'll see here the green, knife and fork is already, in green. It just means you need to go around with the kind of brush and then just brush all of them, right? When you brush them, you get to kind of harvest them for their fur. Like you saw, I got Kneazle Fur. There's unicorn hair. Some more Kneazle Fur there. It is a bit annoying sometimes when they're, on top of each other like this. Let me take your skin and stuff. And then you're just going to harvest them like this. And you can see here, it takes about 24 minutes. You can also see which ones you may have missed, right? If they don't have the countdown over here, it means you still can, harvest them. All right, let's go to our next vivarium to show you what's in here and how I decided to lay this one out. Okay, so in this one here, if I press H, this one I am missing the final beast, and I actually have 4 Diricawls instead of 3. The final beast is the Graphorn Horn, which is something that you can only unlock towards the end of the game. I'm assuming through a quest, because the beast den or lair or wherever they spawn, they don't spawn there right now for me. So in this one, we have Hippogriffs, we have the Fwoopers, and then we have Diricawls, and then we're going to add the Graphorns at the end. And you're basically going to do the same thing, use the brush on all of them after they've all eaten, and then, just harvest their bodies and check if you've gotten all the resources. And then if we go to our final vivarium, this one over here, the swamp one, we're going to go inside here. You'll see we have the same setup over here. We have the feeding table, but in this one, we have the 3 Thestrals. So 1, 2, 3. We have the 3 Nifflers. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 giant purple toads. 1, 2, 3. And then we have 3 Jobberknolls. So these are to get all of the different ingredients for all of those in the game. Trust me, you'll be able to upgrade any piece of gear up to level 2, as long as you have all the beasts that I just showed you in this video. But let me go show you how to actually find these beasts and a cool way to catch them. Okay, so we're going to go to the map here. We're going to go to the world map. Now, around the map, there will be this little beast icon over here. You can see this one is a Puffskein Den, right? So you're going to look for these. This one says Puffskein Den. This one we know for sure has Puffskeins around it. So you're going to go here and capture 3 Puffskein, right? But around the world, you'll also find there's different ones. Like there's another den here, and this one's for Niffler. So you're going to go here. You're going to catch 3 Nifflers. Then there's another Puffskein one. There is a Mooncalf Den right over here. You obviously just have to fly around in the world, uncover the region. While you're flying, use Revelio, and it will actually put these icons on your map as well. So that's how you get these icons on your map. Here's a Unicorn Den. As you can see here, we're at the top end of the map here. I'm just going to show you some of the dens here. There's a Thestral Den. I think there's another one nearby. There's a Jobberknoll, a giant purple toad. There's a giant purple toad den here too, and then one on the right side. And this far one is a Niffler Den. And as you just kind of like scroll around the world, just look for like these beast markings and find the creatures that you don't have. There's a lot of toad ones. You'll find some of the rarer ones towards the south, like here is a Diricawl, which is basically in this area right over here. There's a Diricawl, if in case you're looking for those. And if we go further south, I know there's a Kneazle somewhere here. I think it's here. Here's a Kneazle, if I'm even saying this correctly. So you're basically going to search this whole map for all the different creatures that you don't have and make sure you get 3 of them. Here's a Fwooper den right over here. And there, for the griffins, you'll basically get some griffins through the game naturally, but there's one on the southern end of the map here. As you go through this like little cavern, you're going to have to go through like a cave somewhere here. It goes through a cavern, and it comes out. And then you can fly down to this Hippogriff den, and then basically go and catch those. In case you're looking for Graphorns and you've already unlocked it, there is a den for them at the very southern end of the map, right over here. Right at the bottom of the map, here's where we can find Graphorns. However, right now in my game, there's nothing there. So it seems like it's something that's part of the quest. And I have a feeling it's some kind of mountable thing, like a Graphorn, like how we have a Hippogriff that we can ride. I think that number, this one over here, I think is the Graphorn. I think this might be the Graphorn, because that looks like the horns on the back of it. So that might be like a quest that I need to unlock a Graphorn or save one, much like how we did the Hippogriff, like this one over here. Well, except this is for the deluxe edition, the Thestral. And if you don't know how to get that, you just go into your gear screen, you click the flying mounts, and you can change which, like, kind of animal you want to ride. Okay, so now let me show you my strategy for capturing these beasts. Now, most of them are quite simple and easy with the spells that I'm going to show you. So we're going to go for the Thestral Den because these are probably the most difficult to collect in my experience because they can fly away, and it's frustrating because they fly away. Okay, so we're going to need a spell layout that basically consists of Descendo. You're going to need Descendo. You're going to need Arresto Memento. And then obviously you're going to need your Knapsack. I always want to say snack for some reason. So here you can see it, Descendo, Arresto Memento, and then the sack. And that's basically what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and show you how to catch a Thestral nice and easily. Okay, so we got this one down here. I'm just going to wait for it to move again. And then we're going to just do like this. So use Descendo, Arresto Memento, and then Knapsack, and then you caught it before it even gets up again. Nice and easy. It literally cannot escape. And trust me, the same thing works with every other one, right? So, Descendo, Arresto Memento, roll to get nice and close, press the bag, and then press the button as many times as you need to. And that is how you capture them nice and easily. And that's what you're going to do around all these dens around the world. And that is how you're going to upgrade your gear through enchanting and adding traits to make you really powerful, as you saw at the beginning of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do have any tips or questions, leave them down in the comments down below. I do reply to every single one. And thank you so much for watching this video.